Listen, not every ending needs an explanation. And the moment you truly understand this, you step into a different level of emotional maturity. Most people spend so much time chasing closure. They want answers, they want reasons, they want someone to explain why things fell apart. But the truth is, not every question will be answered. Strong people understand that closure doesn't always come from someone else. Sometimes closure is a decision. A quiet decision that says, I may never understand everything, but I'm choosing to move forward anyway. When you depend on others to give you clarity, you give them power over your peace, and not everyone is self-aware enough to explain their actions, let alone take responsibility for them. That's why strong people stop waiting. They don't chase explanations, they don't beg for understanding. They accept what is, even when it doesn't make sense, because they know that some people are not meant to stay. They are meant to teach. Instead of holding on to confusion, they choose peace. They let go not because they have all the answers, but because they no longer need them. Sometimes silence is the loudest goodbye. Not everything needs to be said out loud. When respect disappears, when effort becomes one-sided, when you start feeling unseen and unvalued, words lose their meaning. Weak minds react. They argue, they explain, they try to prove their worth, but strong people, they observed and then they choose silence because they understand something. Powerful self-respect is not negotiable. When you truly know your worth, you don't need to raise your voice to be heard. You don't need to fight for attention or beg for love. Your silence becomes your statement. Walking away without a word doesn't mean you didn't care. It means you cared enough about yourself to stop tolerating less than you deserve. Strong people don't chase closure through arguments. They don't waste energy trying to fix what's already broken. They simply step back and let their absence speak. And sometimes the most powerful message you can send is nothing at all. Not everyone deserves a final conversation, and that's a truth many people struggle to accept. We often feel like we owe people explanations. Like we need to sit down, talk things through, and give them closure before we walk away. But here's the reality. People who never tried to understand you don't suddenly deserve your explanation. Where were they when you were trying to communicate? Where were they when you were giving effort, showing up, and asking to be heard? Strong people recognize that explanation is energy. It takes time, emotion, and mental effort, and they refuse to invest that energy in people who never valued it in the first place. They don't explain every decision. They don't justify their boundaries, because they know some people listen to understand, but others only listen to respond. So instead of repeating themselves, instead of draining their energy, they choose distance, quietly, completely. No long messages, no final speeches, just a calm, silent exit. And that silence, it's not avoidance. It's clarity. It's the realization that their peace matters more than being understood by the wrong people. Letting go without saying goodbye is not weakness. It's power, real power. It means you've reached a point where you no longer need closure from anyone else. You've made peace within yourself. You've accepted that some chapters don't need a perfect ending. Most people stay stuck in the past. They keep looking back, hoping for change, hoping for a different outcome. But strong people don't live in what if. They understand that growth requires letting go. And sometimes growth means outgrowing people, situations, and even parts of yourself. You don't always need to say goodbye. Sometimes moving on is enough. Strong people focus on healing, not holding on. They invest their energy into their future, not their past. They understand that their time is valuable, and they refuse to spend it on what already hurt them. And the moment you walk away without needing validation, without needing a final word, that's when you take your power back. Because true strength is not in holding on. It's in knowing when to let go and never look back.